This is our coin for the toss today. This is the Alabama logo, and this is the Michigan State logo. Alabama's won the toss.
Defer.
You want to defer the option. You want the ball. Which end do you want to kick from?
I want to kick that way.
Kick this way. Spin this direction. Michigan State.
They rehearsed this 4 times yesterday. The Tide won the toss. Like most of Griffith's kickoffs, this one is deep and not to be returned. 50. And a first down throw. Cook fires far side into strong coverage, and right away a pass interference.
Football.
Pass interference. Defense, number 26. Spot foul, automatic, first down.
And because of the contact, watch, again, they're going to press him all night. Look at the contact and the fact that defensive back's head is not turned around.
This is Holmes. Very tough to find room in the middle of it. Holmes collides with Cook and is able to muscle forward, but the timing on the play disrupted, and it'll be third down. Jaron top in college football. Empty backfield. Cook fakes and then takes off. Not known as a runner, and wrapped up by Reggie Ragland, the middle redshirt freshman punter. Cyrus Jones deep for the Tide, and he makes a fair catch. And the Tide will take over inside, but haven't been able to do very well. They pop the ball to Calvin Ridley, the talented freshman, and he finds a few yards around the end.
I mean, they really found their identity after that game.
It's a second down throw. Catch made by Ridley, who darts across the 30.
Riley Bull in the middle, and Calhoun on third down.
Coker's pass batted down at the line by Lawrence Thomas, the 50ers. On the end around, Ardarius Stewart tries to get to the edge. Hit hard and driven down. Third down. Again, they fake it to Henry. Coker backpedaling, flips it to Stewart. Trying to make a man miss, can't. Brought down for a loss, well short. J.K. Scott has come on after a rough start to the season. Look how high this talented sophomore from Colorado can boom the ball, and it bounces down inside the 5-yard line. Spartans didn't field it, and it cost them, and they'll be pinned in that marathon drive against Iowa in the game. Off the blitz, they flip it to Josiah Price, and the tight end has running room and a first down across the 15. Play action to Scott. Cook has to dump it short, which again, it's Price in traffic, weaving, and a short gain. On 2nd and 7. They feed Scott, who tries to bounce it, but is going to be dropped for a loss. Ryan Anderson. The Tide don't often have to blitz, and they rush only 3, and they flush him immediately. Cook around the corner, throws, incomplete. On the sideline, Kings was trying to.
They flushed him. Actually, Michigan State got him away from the pressure. He tries to get a foot down. Boy, that's why he was arguing it. He's trying to say that his left toe was down before his heel ended up getting down. In that situation, his toe has to
stand, and Cyrus Jones back to receive the punt from Hartbarger, which is a high one, and drives Jones back to the 30. No fair catch, hit immediately. Excellent coverage there. Instead, they fire far side to Ridley, who's been active early, already a few catches.
Wants to see how he passes the ball, Chris.
And on cue, he does handle the number 2, and Henry stutter steps and does move the chains across.
Jake Coker, he's kind of feeling him out here early.
Henry, that's what the Spartans want to do, isn't it? Get him moving sideways and not get them. Henry took no insult in that, by the way. Coker chased, flushed, and loses the ball. It rolls out of bounds. Arjun Colhoun, the quarterback, was running him down.
Even saw him. The blitz comes from right here to his right. And I don't know if that's one of he turns his back. It's play action. It might be on Derrick Henry, who needs to abort and come off the play action. But nonetheless, nobody picks him up. The ball's on the ground. Fumble.
Colhoun kicked the ball out of bounds or had a chance to recover it. There's also a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. Number 50. That penalty's declined. Third down.
Spartan fans up and making noise. Coker chased again, dumps it off, dropped by Drake, whose healthy on that play was the key in the drive. Scott gets a much lower punt away. Again, Kings doesn't field it, but this time it doesn't take a real big roll. Michigan State will take
You
over.
have to work on your running game and your short passing game when you have two safeties.
It's Madre at London's turn to carry the ball. They'll rotate backs and hope that one of challenge college football than facing that Alabama defensive front. It is something to see how those guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I just impressive to watch their attitudes.
Spartans playing fast on third down, trying to catch the tide, napping, and they do. The pass complete down inside the 40-yard line to Felton. Davis to the receiver. They'll do this from time to time. Burbridge circling back. Cannot escape. Drop for a loss. Gang tackling against Iowa from time to time. Cook now back in the pocket. Delivers incomplete across the middle. Try to get it to R.J. Shelton. The Spartans trying to play fast and catch the tide. Not ready. Cook harassed and dropped for the first time back at midfield.
Example of what he can do right here, 93. He's dealing with Benny McGowan. He also goes right through Delton Williams. So the right guard and also the running back trying to slow him down, and they could not because of the strength. But Alabama, by rushing four.
Sundays for quite a few years. Plenty of scouts around tonight. So Hartbarger trying to knock it dead deep. Does a spectacular job. A sideways bounce. And the coverage.
Special teams starting to become a factor because of field position. And there's Chris Fry out of
in the end zone. Again, they force him to kind of 10 yards in his 3 carries so far. Has it again. Cuts back. Nothing there. Riley
down and long.
Drake's in motion. Fires back far side. Catch made by Stewart. He gets a block on the edge. Lowers his shoulder.
Watch him come out. Harris is out there over the slot. Stewart, but watch that block right there. That's the left tackle getting out in space. Here's a great look at it right here. He's able to get out there, get Harris down, and open it up for Stewart to pick up the first down.
30-pounder moving very quickly. And Henry now, final minute of the first quarter. Receivers to the right. Again, he gets it out quickly to Stewart. He gets another good block on the edge. They're really working the perimeter much more than the middle, and they move it.
Trying to stretch this Michigan State defense.
Flip it to Drake out of the backfield, and Kenyon, who brings an element of speed and versatility to the offense. Take a shot right here if he wants to. Instead, they feed Henry. Henry barrels forward for a first down, and that puts
play action pass.
Now it's a 2-back look. Henry just runs over a man and spins for a gain that doesn't look. Coker to Henry, who powers forward near the marker.
He's gone back to number 2.
Also flip the tempo. Henry knocked down near the marker. I'm in here to see exactly how much they need on 4th down. Tide, not a real good team in terms of 4th down efficiency. Just need about a football. Coker with big number 2 driving behind him does make the first. Lined up at midfield. They fake it to him. Coker takes a downfield shot. Ridley has a step. Jump ball. Incomplete. Good coverage. Jermaine Edmonds with a bunch of guys in that secondary. This is Drake now. Not much. Riley Bulla, pass rush guy. Coker gets protection, finds Drake, who spins free but does not get near the first down. Dropped at the 40, but he hadn't played football in 3 months. I wondered how he'd be able to hold up tonight. So far so good. It's a big stand by the Spartan defense, forcing a punt which lands into the end zone.
14-yard gain.
And the 4th tailback to handle the ball for the Spartans already. This is Delton Williams, the junior, who makes a Williams now in a slot. Empty backfield for Cook, who rolls and fires downfield to Shelton. Well covered. Here comes the second pass interference flag of the night. This one on Minkah Fitzpatrick.
You see it in real time, you'll really appreciate what he dealt with there. I mean, he came in hard.
Defense, number 29. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Meantime, Fitzpatrick flagged to the other end of the fence as part of it.
And there's Minkah Fitzpatrick, Chris, with his head completely facing the receiver. Second time we've seen that. You're right. Connor Cook is
Williams again, short gain. You know, Cook weighs 2. You fake it to Williams. Cook stands and delivers again, and a drop. That's a drop by Burbridge.
Hold on to him.
Cook delivers over the middle again. Catch made by Paul Lang, the senior tight end. Cook harassed immediately and just has to heave the ball to the sidelines. Eddie.
There is no foul on the play for intentional grounding. There was a receiver in the area. However, illegal shift on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's a liberal interpretation of the area. Moving to the slot. Cook fires incomplete. It was off the hands of McGarrett King. Cook fires in, no chance, over the head of Josiah Price. Cook fires way over the head of R.J. Shelton.
That's exactly.
Drops the point. Kicks the backspin. And doesn't get the roll he was hoping for. A touchback. 8-4. So it's Drake, not Henry, in the game. And Coker looking to throw on first down. Richard Mullaney, the graduate transfer from Oregon State. The other trainers were looking at him in the last defensive series. Now Henry dropped for a loss, and that was Malik McDowell. Coker to Stewart. Again on the edge. He's knocked out of bounds. Spartans bring pressure. Coker delivers complete once again. A catch made by Stewart, and it was knocked out of bounds near. Play action on first down. Coker will take a shot. Ridley holds it in. But he stopped at the 1.
And they don't reroute him. A little inside move, and he gets one-on-one matchup against Demetrius Cox. It's exactly what they wanted.
What they do is they play fast after a big play. The Spartans were still running guys off of the field as Henry took the handoff.
Right on the money to Ridley. Really trying to get that ball across, but he's definitely short.
Substitution. Defense, more than 11 players on the field at the snap. The offense did not substitute. Half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
You can almost expect Bama's going to do that after a big play. 3 in the backfield. Henry. That's easy. Pure muscle, and Alabama strikes first.
Look at the big defensive tackles. How'd you like to follow that? And you got the Heisman Trophy winner, A'Shawn Robinson, Jaron Reed leading the way. And they opened it up very nicely there for Derrick Henry.
A downhill block like that. We sucked up the leadership of this team, those defensive linemen.
Quarters coverage that Michigan State plays is getting a receiver like Ridley matched up on a safety.
Griffith's kick goes out of bounds, so Michigan State will take over at the 35. That play covered 50. Late season workhorse is the back now. Takes the handoff from Connor Cook, who himself has certainly been.
You're not running the ball.
From the pocket, delivers into traffic, and again over the head of Shelton, showing pressure. And they do bring 5 rushers. Cook, flushed, hit, dropped. Ryan Anderson, the linebacker.
Ball.
Yeah, he had to shift the ball, didn't he, at the last second to the left hand to avoid the fumble. Hartbarger boots it. Cyrus Jones from the 20 gets an initial block, bounces off a man, and dances down across the 26-yard line. Tide trying to add to the lead here. 4 minutes to halftime, and Coker feeling good about himself finds O.J. Howard in the veteran tight end. His first catch. Did not approve of that call. Now some movement.
Ball start.
Derrick Henry.
Offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty, first down.
He was on his tippy toes trying to that.
Henry, first and 15, tries to cut it back. Coker throws a block. Henry is just tracked down at the 40. Calhoun. Coker and a flag before the snap again.
Yeah, the left tackle that time, Cam Robinson, getting back in his.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Coker, downfield shot. Howard is wide open, makes the catch, running free inside the 25. Calhoun drove him out.
You can see him, he gets in the way there of Reschke, and because he gets behind a couple steps, it makes it easy for Howard to outrun him, and a good throw by Coker.
And again, tempo after the big play as Coker fires far side, but flying in to knock down Stewart was Jermaine Edmondson.
You go back to that play, you could see this ball, this is what Coker does the best, is when he's able to get back, one hitch, put the ball up in the air to his receivers downfield. That's why I came into this game. It wasn't so much Henry, about defending Henry from it.
It's Drake in the backfield. They fake it to him. Coker has to escape pressure off the edge and now just fire it into the bench. You know, Howard is such a talented guy.
Sure is working.
Oh, Coker bobbles the snap. The play's all messed up, running for his life, and just fires it to Drake, who should have dropped the ball. He makes the catch, but it's a loss on the 47 for a 10-point lead. And he knocks it through. So the kicker, born in Poland, adopted by parents. If you take out the sacks, the 10 runs, total 10 yards against the Tide so far. Ouch.
Welcome to the Alabama front seven.
Cannot be a comfortable feeling for Cook, knowing they are basically one-dimensional. Gerald Holmes stays in to block the blitz, and it's a low throw. They finally move the chains. That's it. Spartans do employ tempo. Cook in the pocket, flips it short. Holmes cannot escape Reggie Ragland, a short gain.
Yeah, Michigan State.
Cook on 2nd and 7, steps up, delivers another strike across the middle to Shelton, and they'll move the chain. Cook again. Tight coverage over there. Tried to get it. Cook, as the pocket collapses, he goes down again. And that time, Jonathan Allen, for the second time tonight, knocks down the quarterback.
Inside. Allen is right to the right side there. He's able to push through. You talk about making sure you're on the same page. You cannot take one wrong step, because it's not just one guy you're trying to keep out. It's 4. All 4 of them are in a race to get to Connor Cook.
In terms of the players.
Yep.
3rd and 18 for Cook. Fires complete to Kings, who makes the catch, takes a hit at the 30 of that play. They still have the 1 timeout. Cook fires far side into coverage, and a leaping catch by Burbridge. He's breathing heavily from the 12. Cook takes a shot, picked off. Jones along the sidelines. And Cook with a crucial mistake as the time pick him off
back over his shoulder. Watch his technique at the top. Watch how he's anticipating and waiting for it, and he goes up and makes the play. Connor Cook telegraphs the throw. He completely stares down his wide receiver, which allowed Jones to be able to be ready to go up and make the play and take the ball away from Burbridge.
Cook is normally very smart in the red zone. That's only his, you see Kirby smart. That's just his 2nd red zone pick this year. Henry on the final play of the half. He's been limited in this.
The greatest honor he's received in his life. He's played well in this first half.
Cronin's kick goes through the end zone. You know, you heard Tom say pregame that Coker's performance for the season. And now Coker thought about finding Drake on 1st down, delivers instead to Mulaney, who was wide open, slips a tackle, and moves into Michigan State territory. Lead. Henry, not much, and a nice job by Lawrence Thomas off the edge to knock the big
all
man.
they really can afford at this point.
Stewart takes a little pop pass from Coker, makes the man miss and gets knocked down. Henry motions out. Coker has plenty of time. A flag comes down, incomplete. Darian Harris was covering.
There are 2 fouls, both on the defense. Holding defense, number
holding
45. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, hands to the face. Defense, number 93. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
Nose tackle, Damon Knox. Coker was surprised by the snap, backpedaling. Delivers a strike to Ridley as Drake to the right of Coker. Takes the handoff, but is knocked down immediately. Greg Evans. Fake it to Henry. Coker bootleg. Howard, another catch, driven out, 1st down. Alabama to SEC championship, perhaps bigger things. And Coker keeps it. Flag comes down as he is driven down hard by Lawrence Thomas, the idol of Jake.
Hands to the face. Defense, number 4. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
A 2nd costly personal foul. Big Henry diving to the 5. Coker. End zone. Ridley. Jump ball. Incomplete. Edmondson was battling him and made the play.
You know, for a guy that wasn't expected to play a lot tonight. Great effort by both Edmondson and also Ridley in the focus, as you said. And I don't think his heel is out of bounds. So if they end up saying that the ball, in fact, did not keep moving, both his steps are in bounds. That step and that step.
Doesn't have it yet. Does he have it there?
That's the question.
Yeah, both his feet, Dave, are in bounds there. I thought the heel might have come down out of bounds, but it's in bounds. Watch this. This is a great view.
No question, both feet are in bounds. That's not the issue. The issue is, does he possess the ball before he crosses the sideline? It looks like he does, but again, we've got to be 100% before they're going to reverse the call on the field.
Right.
After further review, the receiver got his right foot down in the end zone with possession. Touchdown.
What a play by Calvin Ridley, the freshman, as the call on the field is overturned.
But it's a touchdown, and now Michigan State down 17.
Griffith with the conversion. The Tide take the second half kickoff. March 75 yards. To have a spectacular night for 21 of 25 to 24. AT&T's strongest of the strong. The tailback behind Cook, and they give it to him. The middle is just clogged once again. As you've offered, you fake it to London. Cook escapes the pressure by rolling out, and now will scoot out of bounds after a short gain knocked down. White and green on 3rd and 6. Cook has protection, but the ball's batted up in the air. Caught by a Spartan. It's McGarrett Kings off the Allen, the all defensive SEC player, with a couple of sacks and pass broken up, and the Spartans go 3 and out for the 3rd time. The puck is muffed by Jones, who had the pick at the end of the half. Running left. The wall of blockers. Hurdles a man, dives across the 40 for Cox. True freshman in the SEC at left tackle, huh? He's a sophomore this year. Henry, that time a short gain.
Position to have success.
This time they move the pocket. Coker wanted a downfield shot. Escapes a tackle of Bulla, but dropped for a short loss. Red protection. Coker delivers a strike again. It's Mullaney.
Just back to the football, knows exactly where he needs to go, but that ball was thrown right between the two safeties that time.
Henry. Flag comes down as Henry muscles for about 13 before he's driven out.
Personal foul. Chop block. Offense. Number 76 and number 50. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Taylor and Jackson on that.
And 1st and 25. Spins free. Shows the strength. Fires it to the bench. There was no one in the vicinity.
There is no foul on the play for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the pocket. The ball got past the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Okay. I thought
2nd and 25. Coker chased again, flips it to Henry on a screen, who could not keep his balance and call a safe play. Yep. Feed Mr. Henry, who gets up ahead of his team, but it'll be dropped down to it. Scott makes a punt up into the jet stream. Kings from 5, knocked down at the 15. So a long flying before the snap.
False start. Offense. Number 76. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's one of those seniors.
And you still have 5 underneath in coverage.
And 1st and 15. They feed it to Scott. Cook takes a downfield shot. Kings could not make the catch. They got to get 12 to stay on the field here. Cook pressured. Fires it away, incomplete, to avoid the sack.
There, he's not outside of the tackle box.
Offense, number 18. The quarterback was in the pocket. There was no eligible receiver in the area. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. 4th down.
How about Tim Williams? 4 sacks in the last 2 games. Just incredible technique with his spin move there. They work so hard on that. He has the left hand that just pulls that offensive tackle and pushes him through. Gets home to the quarterback.
Gets it away quickly. Jones is driven back. It's a nice punt, but he's got room. Cyrus Jones with a crease to the sideline. Still running. Touchdown, Alabama.
In a position to have a chance at a big return by pushing Michigan State deep into their own territory.
And Cyrus Jones driven back. Grabs the kick beyond the Spartan coverage, and the 4th time this season, number 5 has taken one to the house. 24-0. Alabama and tightening its grip on this semifinal in Arlington. As Cyrus Jones with something special. This is Shelton trying to answer. Knocked down across the 25. The whole repertoire of Mr. Jones on display here.
Well, the ball did not hang up in the air very long on the punt. But look at this move right here.
And the poor punter.
Poor punter. He just kind of set him up. He just olayed him.
Will it be pure? Hurry up now from the Spartans. Urgency here. This is Burbridge, but just nowhere to run after the catch. Crowd of crimson jerseys. Yards. That, of course, was the drive that ended in the pick at the end of the half. Cook rolling out, batted in the air, almost intercepted.
He puts his throws back into the coverage. Hamilton gets the hand. How about the effort there by big Denzel Duvall? Also goes up, almost come down with the interception.
3rd and 9 pressure. Cook gets it away. Burbridge could not make the catch. Faithful on the far side. And Jones, another chance, this time to the left side. Gave that little high step move again and got across midfield.
He likes that Walter.
Begin to feed Henry now. Nope. Lane Kiffin still wants a play action shot. Down the field. Ridley running free. Got a touchdown.
Cox has a chance to try to defend it. It's really, really tough without being rerouted. He's getting actually right here. And look at the man who's going to try to cover him. Look at the distance that you have right there. And a little bit of play action, which gets the linebackers up, and now it's just one-on-one right here. He gets exactly what he wants, steps up into the pocket to buy time, and then throws it away from the defender. But it's Calvin Ridley against Demetrius Cox for the 2nd time in a row. Sets him up to the outside, back to the inside. The ball is thrown way to the inside to give the true freshman a chance to run away from Cox, just like Lane Kiffin envisioned it in these 3 weeks of preparation. If you ask him, how do you attack Michigan State? You attack
his best game. Career highs in completions and yards. 24 of 29. Well, they feed Scott down 31 now. Final couple minutes.
Finding a way to just, we're going to run the football with Derrick Henry and play action pass.
Shelton, short gain near the marker at the 3rd. Wildcat with Scott next to him. He keeps it. Shows the speed on the edge. A stiff arm driven out. First down across the 11-yard run was the longest of the night. It gets him into plus territory. They now, before that play, had a net 2 yards.
That's a brotherhood on that defensive line.
Almost an interception on the far side in the final play. On 3rd and 8, shovel pass to Price inside. The tight end has some room. A first down and a lot more inside the 35.
Yeah, really.
Cook, it's a 4-man rush, delivers behind Price and incomplete. Again, over the middle, it's Burbridge, a catch for a short gain.
Players and finishing, trying to finish this year off.
Scott, in 3rd and 5, gets nothing, and it'll be 4th down. McElwain, of course, and Smart. That play is knocked down on 4th down by Reggie Ragland. Really good. And they are again tonight. Henry knocked down for a loss. Well, Jeremy Pruitt will take over as defensive coordinator as Ridley takes this little pop pass, and Ridley trying to add to his big evening, driven down after about an 8-yard. Coker diving, still headlong, trying to move the chains on 3rd down. Comes another department in which Alabama has dominated. And that's another deep, deep punt from the sophomore. Kings driven back inside his 15, and the coverage for Alabama that time swarming down there. And in Wisconsin, even more impressive tonight. They really have grown as the season's gone on. chasing Cook again. Runs out across the 15 after
Throughout
a
his
short.
career starting in Tallahassee as a backup to Jameis Winston.
Cook dumps it off incomplete out of the hands of Price.
Bateman, and then after being benched, he kind of got just upset.
Sure did. Responded very well to that benching. Played well.
Getting a chance in a playoff and playing the way he has tonight. 25 of 30 for 287.
Jones fair catch. Spartans
go.
trying to. I know you'll be ready. That wasn't what I was going for. As Drake gets the edge and shows the speed into Spartan territory. Cuts back. Still running. Kenyon Drake dragged down at the 10 by Calhoun.
And he's able to get to the outside. Calvin Ridley comes up with a block, a crack block. There's nobody left to the outside because the corner, Edmondson, followed Ridley to the inside. So Ridley essentially takes two defenders away, and then it's just Kenyon Drake and a tremendous.
An even bigger beat down here. Drake knocked down for a short gain.
Left and right, he keeps it together.
Henry cuts it back, tries to bounce it, gets past Calhoun, headed for the end zone. Another touchdown for the tie.
Here's that stiff arm. Look at him push away Calhoun. That is a big man at 255, 260 pounds. He just throws him to the side right there with that stiff arm that's becoming legendary. And then the speed to get to that corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
Pylon cam showing you the dive. So Henry up to 75 yards away.
Sure do.
As we begin to talk about the championship matchup, he's playing quarterback, and he's going to take off. And the talented runner who took turns. And it's a throwback to Price, and gets a block on the edge, muscles for about 5, and gets knocked down, and a flag comes out.
22.
After the play, personal foul, late hit, defense number 22. 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot, automatic first down.
Watch, Ryan Anderson pushing.
Get on the board here. Cook flips it short. And London's knocked out of bounds. They have that edge, that energy needed for the game after practicing so hard, hitting so much. And Kirk, spending so much emotional energy.
This team, as a group, to be different this year.
London cannot escape his knockdown. It's going to be the reasons you just said. He really wants to win a championship for their sake. Really not to add to his total. And you can. They fake it to London. Cook still has it, throws back, and incomplete. Trying to get it to other connections between the schools. Of course, Danny Ford, who won Clemson's only previous championship. An Alabama grad, as we see the talented true freshman Bo Scarborough. The man.
You playing tonight.
Scarborough, he wants to make the most of his opportunities, and he's a load too. And look at the Alabama bench.
Look at the top there. Look at
being the last team standing is really the only thing they play for. And now it's another true freshman, Damian Harris, who's a talented back, getting his turn.
And we're going to get to see that matchup against that Alabama defense.
Scarborough hit for a lot. No doubt, perhaps will really believe that he can count on this quarterback. Bateman, meanwhile, trying to make his mark, delivers a low throw. Henry's a given.
Because you don't even know he's on the practice field. It's almost like Tom Landry as far as his approach and how quiet he deals with his quarterback.
I've never heard that comparison made. Lane Kiffin.
No. I'm saying his.
A lot of good memories in this season for the Spartans as well. As Connor Cook just flips it off short, incomplete. This is a season. Cook fires. And Burbridge, who really wasn't able to make a big play, loses the ball. All the analysts say for the draft. Kirk Cousins, of course, his predecessor. Cook working over the middle, and the catch is made by D'Anthony Arnett out to the 45.
He wins almost anybody in the country in the last 3 or 4 years.
5 11-win seasons.
Getting his foot down. Look at Kirby Smart's trying to make a play on the ball. He's over here. Nick's right there. Oh, he makes the catch, gets his knee down for the interception.
That's a That's a linebacker.
Yeah.
Two-handed grab. Does get the knee and the elbow down as Cook is picked up for the second time.
You see his eyes watching that ball. We're going the other way. And that secures the shutout.
Set the tone. Blanking the Spartans. Alabama bullying the Big Ten champions and booking a spot in the national championship game opposite Clemson in Glendale a week from Monday. And Alabama with an emphatic statement, a shutout of the Big Ten champions, will go to Glendale, Arizona, Kirk, as the favorites to win another championship. But Dabo Swinney and the Clemson Tigers will like that underdog role. They'll play the disrespect card for the next 10, 11 days.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing that's going to be great about the build-up is going to be Deshaun Watson and that offense. The tempo, the spread, the athletic quarterback against this Alabama defense. It's their entire focus has been to prepare for that kind of offense and that kind of quarterback. So we're going to get an answer there in the championship.
Partner, enjoyed finishing the year with you. Safe
fun.
travels to Pasadena.
Yes,
of course,
sir.
we'll see you in Glendale, Arizona.